Fuyat, and it's a magazine. If we had a kid like struggling right now, not feeling, you know, a sense of hope or opportunity to go forward, what would you say to him, knowing that there's so many kids look up to you and want to be like you?
First of all, I would tell a kid to do what he loves. Now, I always say that, but what do you really love? Think about it. Before I walked in and saw that Carl Kanai was making clothes, I didn't realize I could make clothes. Now, if you like video games, you know there's programmers that make that get paid millions of dollars. If you like sports and you're an athlete, but you can't play it, every single athlete has at least 10 to 15 people around him in the background, not his entourage that works for the NBA, ESPN magazine, trainers, everything else, that basically are the reason why he exists. So don't always look at those one or two and don't think you can't do it. If you like driving cars, then you can be a technical engineer. So you have to understand that anything you love to do, you can do it because somebody's doing it.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Thank you, Fuyat. We out. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Have on their children. But for a Baltimore mom, it was the inspiration and motivation that led her son to a better way of life. Willie Bam Johnson is now one of the top karate experts in the country, and he's one of Susan's people.
21-year-old Willie Bam Johnson first became interested in martial arts when he was just 6 years old and saw a Bruce Lee movie.
Right there in my mind, I seen an image that I wanted to be. Let's say he was a positive role model for the younger children, myself as a matter of fact. And I said, that's what I want to do, especially for a lot of the children in my area. You know, I want to be a superhero, hopefully get on this movie screen, and do something in a positive direction with martial arts.
He has not yet gotten a movie contract, but he is now one of the top karate competitors in the country. Bam Johnson used martial arts to get himself off the streets of Baltimore's inner city to get out of the projects to a better way of life.
It was my mother. She kept on pushing me. She said, if that's something that you want to be, you got to keep on training hard, because hard work and determination is what helps you reach them goals.
This young man now operates a school on North Avenue, a Baltimore branch of Dennis Brown's Washington School. Brown is a recognized in the field of martial arts. With this school, Bam Johnson is trying to do for others what martial arts has done for him.
You know, I just don't want to, you know, teach martial arts for, let's say, to learn how to defend yourself, to kick, to punch, to break boards or anything. I want the people to see that you can learn martial arts to help change your life. It can turn a bad person into a good person. So I try to be a father figure for all of my students. I want to do the right things. I don't want to show them anything wrong. I never bad talk anybody. You know, everybody has to make their own decisions. All I can do is help them, but I never want to redirect anyone's fears or their thoughts. I want to help them reach their goals, but it's really all in them. I'm just here to bring it out of them, that's all.
Bam Johnson will be going to China in September with 9 other U.S. karate champions for a tour sponsored by the Chinese embassy. And he will go on competing in the various national competitions around this country. And of course, he is still dreaming of someday being up on the silver screen.
If I don't reach the top star, I want to fall amongst the stars. That's how I look at it.
Comes home.
Willie Bam Johnson came from Baltimore's streets to become the U.S. Open men's martial arts champion. What it is for an opera singer to perform at La Scala and a painter to be hung in the Louvre, it is for a martial artist to visit China. Willie is just back from a month there, working and training with the best of the best.
China was a dream come true for me. It was like I wanted to, all my life I wanted to be better than Bruce Lee or someday meet Bruce Lee. But this dream was better than meeting Bruce Lee, because I went to the fatherland where martial arts was created.
But Johnson learned more from his journey than refinements of technique. He spent time with the Chinese people and found it was good to be an American.
We have it good. I mean, the people that think that they're poor here in America, they're not poor. If you want to see how poor people live, go to China.
As Johnson reminisced on his trip and played with his souvenir worry balls, he recalled the only thing that frightened him, the Chinese diet of rice, dough, and tiny portions of meat.
I just lived on bread, butter, and jelly. That was the closest thing to American food. And Coca-Cola.
Back home, Willie Bam Johnson continues to train youngsters from all over Baltimore. He has several protégés he says could compete with anyone, and he retained hopes for his own career, which he'd like to see on the silver screen. For now,